Okay, so my book is off of Kid President Guide to Being Awesome. I chose this book because I thought it would be really fun to do a book that inspired me and also that is awesome. Now, I'm going to start out with you getting to know Kid President. Kid President's actual name is Robbie Novak, and he actually is 11, and he started doing Kid President when he was about 6 years old, maybe even a little older. And so he grew up and he has brittle bone disease, which that's like a disease that it's really easy for your bone to like snap, I think. Yeah, for your bone to snap in half, 2 pieces. And so he grew up all of his life being in a cast from his back all the way to his feet. But actually he still played baseball, and he played baseball in a wheelchair. He was an awesome kid growing up. Truly, I think so, because he just had that spark in him. Even though he had a cast on for part of his life, he still stuck in it, and he was still being awesome. Now, he has a diary that it's the dreams to becoming awesome. He has wrote more than 8,000 dreams. He constantly writes them every day, probably when he wakes up to when he gets home from school to when he goes in bed. So
why would you recommend this book?
I would recommend this book because it's truly the best book I've ever read, and I read a lot of books, and this book is so encouraging to me, and I think y'all should read it too. Tell your mom and dad, say, please, I want to go to the bookstore, or even go online to Amazon. They actually have it in Books and Noble, Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, and probably almost every bookstore. He actually created a timeline of awesome, from when the first word was awesome to when till today when you're actually reading the book. So I think I enjoyed this book because he is always just positive. He's never having a part where he's just not.